CTV News, Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. Hudson Mack is away. I'm Joe Perkins. Storm force winds, pounding rain, and rising rivers have forced thousands of Vancouver Islanders onto flood watch in the Comox Valley. BC Hydro kept a close eye on its generating station amid fears that the Puntledge River would burst its banks. Homeowners donned their rubber boots and stocked up on sandbags, preparing for the worst while hoping for the best. CTV's Gord Kurbis reports.
It's high noon and the showdown between Mother Nature and the Comox Valley is about to reach its peak. A flood watch is in effect in many parts of this region, but you don't have to tell that to Farley Locke. He's doing his own watch as a stream that surrounds his Royston home has turned into a fast-moving river.
Oh, it's happened in previous years. I'd say this is about as high as it gets.
He's watching and hoping that a culvert out in front of his property doesn't jam, causing water to overtake his yard.
Last year, 2 logs blocked the other side and it rose about another 4 feet.
Throughout the valley, there has been plenty of runoff, fueled in part by excessive rain. It took over ditches and spilled onto roadways.
We seem to have about 2 of these events per year. It's the Pineapple Express systems we don't like. Unfortunately, it seems to be a bit of a routine.
In Buckley Bay, these sandbags proved little match for the rush of flowing water pouring down towards the island highway. Traffic was forced to either slow down or risk hydroplaning. But it was the Solom River that merges into the Courtenay River that was the main concern.
For some reason, the last 5 years, the intensity of storms have been significant, and we've been close to flooding in Courtenay River and have had some isolated flooding in the city of Courtenay going back to 2009.
It's just after 12:30 and the tide is at its highest point, and here along the banks of the Solom River, the water level isn't getting any higher or closer to the Maple Pool campsite. That's a relief to some who call this campsite home. Here a trailer is kept hitched to a pickup just in case a quick escape becomes necessary. And at the next site over, Don Henderson knows what will trigger his evacuation.
That's the official rock right there, right here. That rock. You got about a foot grade here, about 12 inches over 4 feet. And if it comes up much past that, we're gone.
Larry Knutson has lived along the Courtenay River system all his life. He says the secret to preventing flooding is the proper management of water flow at the Comox Dam by BC Hydro.
It's just a matter of not letting it loose on a high tide.
For hydro, you mean?
Yeah.
BC Hydro made a decision about 4 or 5 hours in advance to actually shut down the Puntledge River generating station to do as much as we could to limit flood risk management.
That, combined with an easing up of the rainfall and a higher freezing level, seems to have made the difference, but just barely.
We're at 2.4 up here, so it looks like we just dodged a bullet by maybe half a foot.
The flooding risk is now past until the next time. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Courtenay.